Good morning, gentlemen. Lionel, as the president of the Referees Association in Bermuda, you guys have had the expertise of two gentlemen on island, giving you guys some updated information, updated courses on refereeing. Can you explain what is some of the things your referees have been through this week with Victor and Ruha?
Well, yeah, it's nice to have Victor and Rohan back. They always come back and upgrade us on matters arising. This week they came in on Wednesday. Thursday they had a session with the senior referees. It was a very detailed session, fall recognition, fitness, different things that we can do. Friday they had with the school kids, young referees, put them through their paces. And Friday night we had fitness training, a fitness check, we called it. Saturday again they were on the field and in the classroom with the expertise with the youth again. And then this morning again on Sunday they had the senior referees. Of the information that they provide is always good for our referees as we try to grow. And the knowledge of them coming from CONCACAF and also on the world stage, the information is something that we need. So the referees took to it. They had a very good 3 to 4 days, and we appreciate what they're doing for refereeing for Bermuda, helping the refereeing in Bermuda.
Cranston, the chairman of referees in Bermuda, you've been actively making sure that you increase the numbers as well as the quality. Give us a sense of the drive that these two bring to the island when they're here, and it kind of inspires you to want to get more people involved.
Firstly, Rohan, I call him AK Hitler, because Rohan does a fitness session. There's no questions involved. I had the privilege of traveling to Jamaica to witness Rohan in action, and he had FIFA World Cup referees where all Rohan did was speak once and everybody fell in line. So for me, I know Rohan, he knows what he's doing, he knows exactly what he wants. Whereas Mr. Stewart, Victor, he's a former teacher, so the way he delivers his information is very appealing and keeps you engaged. So for me, these are the two people I believe will help to drive our program forward.
And you two gentlemen, welcome back to Bermuda. No strangers to Bermuda, but this time around, what have you seen changed amongst especially the senior referees?
Well, judging from this morning's activity and turnout, there seems to be a new drive. What we try to do is to sell the concept that football requires a significant amount of input in terms of your physical preparation, apart from the technical work that is done in the classroom. There are activities and exercises that must be done on a regular basis that is mimicking the game itself, and we try to introduce that to the referees here. They were very enthusiastic this morning, and the more we visit here and the more we pass on the information, the more encouraged we are, because we are seeing some growth, some level of growth. There's still some way to go, and we're hoping that with the new thrust of the Bermuda Football Association in getting youngsters into the program, then over time we can be satisfied that the program has paid off.
Ron, Cranston talked about fitness and drills and so forth, but around the region at the amateur level, are you finding it more and more difficult to sort of motivate people, especially officials, to get involved and get fit?
No, I don't think it is actually something that persons have bought in. The different MAs have actually gone the extra mile in trying to, that they realize that referee goes hand in hand with fitness. You need to be fit to get to that point to make the correct decision. Failure to do that, we're going to be in problems. But the commitment from the persons around the region is good. It's encouraging. You know, there's still a lot of work to be done, but it's on the up.
When you guys first came to Bermuda, one of the things you talked about was the aging group of officials in Bermuda. Is that still a concern when you come back?
Not so much as the first impression, because as I said, we're really excited and happy with the new energy that has been put into getting school kids. If you notice on a daily basis, and if it's all over the social media, Cranston spares no effort in ensuring that, okay, this is my baby, so to speak. I need to get kids to be introduced to refereeing from a young age. And I felt for these older guys here now, because the knowledge and information that these kids have, they didn't have it at that age. They got it at a late age. So still kudos to them, and I commend them for staying with the program, because the truth is, without them, then there will be no football here in Bermuda. So they are holding their own. We are hoping, we know they can't continue forever. So they are holding their own until these kids matriculate to their level. So it's not so much of a concern. If there wasn't any effort put into the second tier coming up, then hey, we would have a concern. But we are looking at a silver lining behind the cloud, so to speak.
Lionel, you see what's been done. You see the fact that so many youngsters are now getting involved, school breaks and so forth. But is it encouraging, and does it encourage the more senior referees that youngsters are getting an opportunity like they didn't getting the education, getting all the things needed to become official?
Yeah, like Victor said, all the tools there, all the new tools that are being provided, it's started a new thing. Even with the senior referees, the training regime, that's changing. The information that's coming in, the structure that we're putting into place of pushing the young people, we recognize that it's a big gap. It's been a big gap for a few years now, and the gap is closing. So they're bringing the new energy, and even the senior referees are feeding off the young ones, knowing that they have to pick up their games also. So it's a good time for refereeing now. The only concern we have is the abuse that goes on in football. Hopefully, we can keep the youngsters and breed enough of them to hang around. But once we're tackling the abuse in soccer in Bermuda and around the region, I see that refereeing is going to be great. It's a great opportunity going forward.
Let me ask you two gentlemen, because you go around the region and you guys do a lot of coaching education, refereeing education. Do you hear the same complaints around the region as far as the amateur game about abuse?
Yes, it's general, and it's a misconception on the part of the spectator, the other stakeholders in football. But what we do, we try to promote refereeing as a positive aspect of your personal life. Currently, we are in the developmental phase of producing a presentation that we will use as part of the tool, just to show how referees from the region benefited. And if I should use my own country, Jamaica, currently we have 2 female going to the World Cup. They just participated in the Under-17 World Cup in Uruguay. They're going to France. And we try to use these positive aspects as motivation for the youngsters. What we find most of all in the Caribbean in terms of abuse is generally verbal rather than physical. Very few cases are physical. And this is something we have to endure, because there is a greater reward out there. And we accept the abuse verbal as ignorance on the part of, it's part and parcel with the game. It comes with the game. It's emotional.
Cranston, when you're out trying to recruit, and you do that every day, I've seen you, no matter where you are. What's your strategy? What's your method?
Most times I just have a conversation with people. I guess probably because I teach, I've had to vary how you deliver things to children over the years. So my thing is normally I have a conversation first, and I'll just say to someone, okay, you complain about the referees every week. Why don't you come and officiate some games? You serious? Yeah, I'm serious. And then I tell them come get a registration form. They do a class. They have the whistle, the bag, and the flags, and they're off. And
you've actually gotten some current senior players involved as well, haven't you?
Yes, Zico Lewis, Billy Clemens, and he was the professionals. They were on break. Antoine Russell, Trey Ming, Rakeem Lee Shields, and Deshae Darrell. Yeah, all represent the various senior schools.
Yeah. We just got the information about the under-17 World Cup qualifiers in Miami.
Yes.
Come next month.
Tampa.
Yes. Who do you think will be the nucleus of officials for that, and what have they been able to accomplish to get to that level? What are some of the things you guys have helped to inspire them and put them through to reach that level?
Well, the information is global now, so all the referees who are on the FIFA list especially those new ones coming on, say 2016, 17, and 18, this is their opportunity. So what CONCACAF does is that they put their referees in groups. So the Gold Cup will be the senior tournament in CONCACAF. The under 17 is like a breaking ground. In the respective member associations, we have specific training for these guys. Get them prepared mentally, physically, and technically. In the case of Bermuda, we have 1 year, Tashan Simmons. So Simmons who may be on that list going to Tampa, but it's going to take some preparation on his part in terms of his personal development as far as his physical condition is concerned. So that's what we do across the region and different MA. We help them to get them ready, because once they're on the list, especially the younger ones, they are the ones for these under 17. And the more senior ones will do like the Gold Cup and the Champions League, etc.
Because you guys see so many different people in the region, how much joy does it give you guys when you see someone that you worked with and at the beginning didn't have all the tools but is now on that list?
Believe me, that's our reward, to actually see persons reaching their goal of reaching a major tournament, because like anything else, there's always room for improvement, and to see that they have continued to make the step forward while being guided by us, that's kudos to them.
Lionel, we have, as Victor said, we have Tashan on the list already. Do you see the drive in others to become number 2, number 3, and number 4?
Oh, definitely. Tashawn's helping to groom them. And, when Victor and Rowan come and the professionalism that they show, pushing them through and what it takes, when you're young, you see it in the ones that really want to do it. Not everybody's going to make it, but you do see a push for them to get to the next level. And that's why we have to imperative that we keep bringing the professionals in to instill the professional attitudes, rather than them just being laying back.
Are you a little disappointed in yourself that you got started late?
Oh yeah, I wish I had, I wish I would have been 10, 15 years ago and learning what I'm learning today, but cricket was my thing. But I see, even now, even at my age, and these guys come, I push myself, I come to every training and I'm learning from these guys and to get to the next level, because I still have a role to play locally. So I want to make sure that I'm good, locally. But I do see a drive for the youngsters, and it's a good time for them. I'm very excited for them.
Mm-hmm. And Cranston, the association, because you wear 2 hats, not just the chairman, but you're also second vice P of the association. How much pressure are you putting on the executive to ensure you get what's needed to help the game grow?
Actually, I don't have to put any pressure. The executive, I must say, is very supportive. Mm-hmm. When Mr. Musselin was president before, he gave me a mandate. He used to tell me at every Congress and everywhere he saw me, you need to get me a FIFA official. The new president, Mr. Wade, has now given me another mandate. Now I want a team. So because of the fact that they've given me this mandate, when I say I need X, I need Y, I need Z, they might question it, but then they realize what the goal is, to get more people on the FIFA list. So for me, I have to say yes, the executive is very, very supportive of referees.
What do you two gentlemen, where do you see CONCACAF going next as far as officials and encouraging more people to get involved?
Well, CONCACAF is always on a drive to increase not only quality, not only quantity, but quality. Mm-hmm. Indeed, the new slogan for CONCACAF is excellence. So they are always supportive in terms of organizing courses across the region. CONCACAF have within its structure, within its referee department, assistance to member association. All they need to do is to apply for that assistance in terms of getting people here. So for example, my previous visit here was sponsored by CONCACAF. And I'm sure Quinston is going to put it forward to the department that, okay, we need these instructors back here. It could be me, it could be somebody else, but CONCACAF will pay airfare, accommodation, per diem. So they do support the member associations in their drive. What they don't do is the basic recruitment, so that's up to the MA. So we ask the MA to get referee, then we will help you to train them when you get them in the system. So that's where CONCACAF stands. And then as we speak currently, they are now having a tier 2 course in Costa Rica with senior FIFA referees. So they keep courses ongoing across the region for selected people. That's where they are going, and they keep improving on this.
Where do you guys go next?
Well, maybe the under 17.
Maybe the under 17.
Or there's the club championship in Curacao, Caribbean club championship in Curacao. There are some of us going to the Nations Cup and the Scotiabank League. So they are ongoing. Apart from instruction, we do assessment. So these are tournaments that we go to.
When officials go to, but we use the under 17 tournament, do you is there like a camp of sorts before the matches start to ensure that everybody's in tune to what's going on, or they just show up and it's time you're in your group and you're
Each tournament we have assigned technical and fitness instructors. So the instructors are there. So it is the responsibility of the member association to ensure that your referee who is nominated turns up at that tournament in good condition, physical health. So if, for example, a referee is appointed from here and he's not physically up there or he's having some health issue, it is the responsibility of the MA to report to CONCACAF that, okay, this referee will not be able to attend the tournament because he's sick. So once they are there at the tournament, the expectation is that they are there to perform. Now they are guided on a daily basis by the instructors during the tournament, before and during the tournament.
All right, well, gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time. And I know I'll see you again before the year is out because you're like residents of Bermuda. And I appreciate all you're doing for the officials here in Bermuda. And Cranston and Lionel, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.